welcome back to the Spider's Web. It's another Road 2 video. I think I'm doing this one because I don't think we're going to get a chance to do another Chatterboo and a Big Black Dog this week, and I'm missing those.
I'm sorry.
But we're not getting it. But everything's just going. Everything's sort of like happening at the moment, so we're not getting a chance to do what we want to do. So what I'm going to do, instead of Chatterboo and a Big Black Dog, we're going to leave those for a bit and do a bit more of the Road 2 videos, because I'm in the car quite a bit, going here, there and places, so we can get these done and raffle them out a bit more, rather than keep worrying about the Chatterboo and the Big Black Dogs not going out. So,
but when we get home, we're finding it that we just like hit the wall.
Yeah, we're tired, and then by the time we're sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Able to do it.
We feel as though we can do it, then
we're doing something else.
Yeah, what happens is we have to go out somewhere else. So usually on a Tuesday, we're getting home from the art club about, is it this one? I think so. I might be wrong here. Yeah, we're getting home from the art club about somewhere between 12 and half past, having something to eat, and then possibly having to go out somewhere or do something.
Tomorrow going to the museum.
And then what am I thinking here? And then we're going to have to get back and get ourselves sorted out for going up to Steen and Eaters for D&D. So we don't tend to get much time on a Tuesday to do things, and Monday afternoon we're at the studio doing our Beehive show, and by the time we get home we're tired again. So by the time we've had something to eat and got back, because we usually go to your mum's for tea,
yeah,
and what happens is by the time we get home it's a bit late, so we'll get Laddie out and then just chill.
We started going on a Monday after the studios for my mother's, because we were in the same area, and it got to part a bit where we weren't seeing her much. Well, I wasn't seeing much of her, because we were just doing different things, and I was going to Dawn, so that's why we chose Monday to be like sort of go out. But this weekend, we've got a little corn, and I think that's Manchester United. Yeah. Anyway, getting back to it, so that's why we chose Monday to go and see Mum. But we saw her on Saturday as well. But when we got there, she had tea on the go, and I forgot to say that Michelle was coming with us. She was like, we all just have to have half a chicken, and but it was enough. The potatoes were good anyway. It was a jacket potato with vegetables. But unfortunately Mum didn't manage to eat hers, because she managed to send it all over the floor. So
because Shell started choking, so
I thought we'd have to do the hymen remover or whatever it's called.
So Mum put her tea on the arm of the chair and then stood up and knocked the tray flying. So at least she did it when she was getting up and not when she was getting down.
That's true.
But if she'd have got it when she was getting down, it would have been all over her.
But saying that, she would have saved it. Going on the floor. But anyway.
Yeah, so we're just going, we've just dropped Shell off at home, and we're now going to my dad's to check on, well, pick up my washing that I left yesterday. So I thought, what the hell, let's get the phone set up and do a quick Road 2. going to have a busy weekend this week because it's our radiothon. It starts at Friday evening at 6 o'clock and 48-hour broadcast right through till Sunday evening again at 6 o'clock. I'll be doing Saturday afternoon for 6 hours, and well, we'll be doing Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon for 6 hours. So when I say 6 hours, it's 6 hours each afternoon. It's fun, I enjoy it. So that's my weekend, so that's our weekend sorted out.
But it's also, if any of the people watching this are rugby fans, it's a magic weekend as well. He's not.
Don't see the point of it.
It's better than football.
Don't see the point of that either.
Soccer. Sorry, in the UK it's soccer.
No, it's football.
Soccer.
Football.
For the American people, it's soccer.
Yes, but the American people are wrong. It's football. We invented the sport, we named it.
Football.
Therefore, what we name it
This one.
is the name of it. So that post I put up on Facebook a couple of weeks ago, there's a picture of the Queen and it says there is no such thing as American English. It's English or mistakes. So there we are. So that's there for Richard and the family when they start going on about our the way we pronounce words and spell
Is that
words.
the right word?
Vernacular, yes.
Oh, said the right word.
Yes, we invented the language.
Well, what's going on with me today? I've been right more than once.
I know. Who are you? What have you done with Ali?
Okay, it's my turn now.
So, yeah, so we've had a busy few weeks on a Tuesday, so I've not been able to get the Chapter and a Big Black Dog videos out. What I am thinking of doing on a Friday afternoon, the thought came to me while I was waiting for it to come out of the shelves, was on a Friday afternoon doing Q&A videos of yours and calling it a cat, a brew and a big black, sorry, a cat, a brew and Q&A. That was on the last one. And then we can get some chat brew and big black dog videos done when we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not having.
So you dropped me off. You dropped me off earlier. You posted on earlier. Did that thing first, yeah. After that. So you're not having the back.
No, when we go to get up through what I was on Friday things.
Have a backup door.
Well. Yeah, so as you may have noticed as well, we had the unboxing for the Dark Souls game. I put that up on Friday night, Saturday morning.
Are awesome. I love them so much.
The smaller minis, the box with the smaller minis in, have been primed and ready for painting. Giving you a little bit of a clue of what kind of videos are going to be coming up fairly soon. And as you can possibly hear, precipitation is persistent and has been all day. So I've not been able to get out and spray the bigger minis. But when we get another nice day where I can do that, I will do that.
It's garden peeing it down.
As I say, precipitation is persistent. Can you think of a question of the week or?
When is a great big massive storm? Pontiac. Or in UK, it's like just raining non-stop. What do you like to do? What is because like some people like hearing the rain on the window panes and sitting with a big hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate and
just sat at the window watching the rain.
yeah, that type of
That's
thing.
a nice way of spending it. But is there anything? Yeah, that's a good one. Is there anything you like doing when it's raining? It doesn't have to mean staying in, does it?
No.
Anything you enjoy doing while it's raining.
Some people might even get the wetsuits on and go out surfing.
And other people do enjoy feeling the rain on them as they're partaking in the horizontal mambo, I think they call it. So please, if that is something you enjoy, please keep it clear.
Oh!
I have heard of this thing that people enjoy doing, of going out in the rain and getting friendly with each other.
Do you mean chicken pillow?
Yeah, I think the colloquialism from America is bump uglies.
It's a definite shame that you don't like water.
No, stress me out more. Oh, so it's taking quite a bit of
It is a lot, really.
quite a bit of the vision is being impaired at the moment because of the water that's being picked up by this van in front of us.
I know it doesn't seem to have any wheel. No, them floppy things that are wheels. It does not have them.
Mud girls.
Floppy things.
Mud flaps, mud girls, what are you going to call it? Yeah, so yes, we have, as you might have noticed, we have most of the Temple of Elemental Evil heroes done. The first video for the final hero, Rat Shadow, was done last night and has been uploaded to YouTube, so that will be making an appearance. When did I set it for? No, I can't remember. I think it's Wednesday. So in a couple of days that's going to pop up, and I'm hopefully going to be able to finish her off on tonight, if I can keep it level
What did you do last night?
What?
What did you do last night?
I did the base courting for Rat Shadow.
Is that the halfling?
Yeah, but I couldn't work out. I thought it was a male character, but looking at the picture on it, long hair hanging down which is plaited. So I'm thinking the Rat Shadow actually might be female. But looking at the face on the miniature, as I was saying last night in the video, it's a face.
Rodent.
It's a face only a mother could love. And
Is that rodent?
no, and I wonder if it's adopted. It just looks squished.
And I think I said actually on the video, if you listen to it, it'll stub me out. Jimmy might like her.
Yeah. From our D&D sessions, yeah, because he's a half-year-old.
Yeah.
Speaking of our D&D sessions on a Tuesday evening, there isn't going to be one tomorrow. Scragger is away with work, and we're going to have a one-off
Game of
roleplay session. But Steve has asked me not to bring the camera, which I wasn't really going to do anyway, but I've been wanting to put this in.
what is it called?
The game itself is called Paranoia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the game itself is called Paranoia, and it's the game's master plays the part of a computer who rules all, sees all, and dishes out punishment accordingly. Punishment is usually instant death. we play the part of clones.
I thought that might happen.
So, but we don't know what's going on when we first start. We've played it once before. It's really fun. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night. So it's going to be fun. So I want
There's two more faces, aren't there? That's going. Niall and someone else.
Well, it's not. Niall isn't a new face. He was with us with yeah, to you. Niall isn't a new face for the videos though, because he was crushed in our D&D session that started off with Steve's Games Master, or Dungeon Master, what do you want to call it. The one that you're coming into when we restart it. But we do
finally settled on a name for her now.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other one, I can't remember who it is now. I can't remember his name, unfortunately. I do apologise for this. But he's going to be...
Sam. He's a best.
Yeah, Stuart or Sam, I can't remember exactly what it was. But, yeah, he's been involved with a few before, so we know... I know him anyway. So it's going to be fun. Scragger once again is missing out and he's not happy because he wants to play this one. So what I might do is give him a week's notice and let him know that we won't be going, and then give him a chance to have a game with Scragger, because he missed it the last time we played, because the reason we didn't play was because he was away.
Have a night at Logwood with him and play it. Or do you have some more then?
I think it's 6 players, including friendly computer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's it. Well, 5, isn't there? Unless now comes as well.
Well, the problem is we have to just snatch chance when we can with the Tuesday night, especially with Niall and Ben, because they're involved with other things.
No, I thought on another thing. Another night. Not a Tuesday.
Well,
Oh, it's funny idea.
We can always try stuff.
Right. Still not going now?
No. My dad's had his drive re-flagged, so can't go on it yet. But I can always get my own back on the people who park in front of his drive.
Oh, I love them now. She's like a purple flower, like just on a stem and a purple flower. And did you say it was called allium?
Allium.
Allium.
Anyway, that's it for this video. Unless you fancy carrying it on the way back, we're not going to be long.
Yeah, part 2.
Yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll go and do what we have to do, and when we get back, we will continue with this video. Okay, so see you in a moment. Right, we're back.
We are back.
Well, I am anyway.
Well, yeah, I stopped in the car. I want to get back.
Yeah, well, it is raining out there. Right, so
Cats and dogs.
we are back for more chat, and see what we can think of now.
Back here on Wednesday, won't we?
Yeah.
Back here on Wednesday comes things that all say like we said, but Mrs. Harrison.
So it's home time now.
Just going past the chip shop. How do you have your fish and chips? Do you have loads of salt on it, loads of vinegar on it? How do you have it?
That's question of the week number 2. Yeah, the only way to have fish and chips is loads of vinegar. That's it. Nothing else, just loads of vinegar. Don't like salt. Don't like salt. That's all.
Oh, yeah, salt is a bit bad for you, but vinegar. really no, but you get
Yeah,
no.
the only thing I put salt on is my porridge.
Vinegar. Well, I've started not having salt on chips, but certainly will not have salt on vinegar. I tried it, and no, sorry, no. Cannot.
I'll tell you now. Anyway,
Which, is that Mum's on Saturday? We had a new game. Well, I played a new game, and my Mum's was a debut to it as well, and that was the Thunderbirds.
yep, the 50th anniversary Thunderbirds one. The one that Mubdi Fist did on Kickstarter. Designed by Matt Leacock. Needless to say, it basically plunged us into the ground.
Yeah, it challenged us. It did.
But it was fun.
Yes, it was.
Like most Matt Leacock games. And we played Foots as well.
Oh, that was good. My mum really enjoyed that, didn't she?
Yeah, I think we played that about 3 or 4 times, didn't we, with her?
Yeah.
Silly little card
She
game.
kept winning.
Loved it.
There's another one.
What was the other one we played? I can't remember. Oh, it was the one from the TV series, The Cube.
Oh yeah.
That we had a try out because she got it for sort of.
Quite hard.
Yeah, it's not easy. Although I did surprisingly well.
Still keep looking at that.
Who did she say she got it for?
My nephews and nieces.
Oh, right. So.
Our, well, twin nieces of high school age. And Charlie, who's just started high school.
Yeah, I think he might like it, but I don't think the others will. It's a little too. If you've seen the Cube, you'll know what it's like. And it's just like a smaller version of that, and it is quite. I don't know how to describe it. But what from that little bit we played of it, I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's one that young kids have enjoyed.
Although, like other game consoles are available, but like on the Wii, the sports activity desk.
Yeah, but that's a slightly different feel to it.
Yeah.
But I know where you're coming from. This is more dexterity and being able to count and things like that. And it's tricky. It's not an easy game.
And to be quite honest, they are up here, not slow.
No, I'm not saying anything about it, but with some of the games, they can be quite frustrating. How many times did it take you to do that one particular game, which I did in 2? I mean, you started off with 9 lives, even though we let you off a couple of times and without.
Are you still going to the line?
What? Yeah, even though, as I said, we let you off a couple of times with not letting you lose a life. You know, you still had about 1 or 2 left before you gave up, and that was just from one game, where you had to count 20 seconds.
And you didn't have a glass of wine.
You could only be sort of like 1 second either way, so you didn't have much of a.
Listen, when I start driving, there is no way on this earth that I'm going to have one more sip of alcohol when I start driving. You know, like if I'm allocated driver, then that's it. I'm not having anything for at least 2 days. You know, like if we're and there's somewhere to go, and then
For a long drive, yeah, I wouldn't have anything to bring in us. I'm not going up for a long drive. We're just mooching about like we do. It's not going to make any difference if you have a sale.
And you didn't see the state I was in?
Yeah,
After a couple of sips.
Yeah, but your sips are mouthfuls for everybody else.
I'm definitely getting it now, Shell's not in there.
Yeah, but I'm not as bad with you as you ever shall. I'm nowhere near as bad as you, as bad with you as I ever shall. And I'm going for a date tomorrow night. She said she can't think of what's the worst. I try a burger, it won't frighten him off. Just to give you an example of what I like with her.
She just got a bit. Just hope she knows, yeah.
Good job she knows I'm not serious with anything I say.
Okay, another for the UK people. When in the history of the UK has, so this is 3 questions now, has petrol and diesel been the same price?
Yeah, that's true, because we just gone past the garage that's associated with a certain supermarket, beginning with S, and
At all garages
and the garage.
are the same.
In fact, we're just here now. Both petrol and diesel are 113.7 pence. Now, if we go up to the BP garage here, I think it's about the same, or it might be the same both for that, I don't know yet. But
That one was 114. That one up there, I think that was his Shell. Oh, an SO.
I didn't see it, I didn't price that one up then. But yeah, we have the supermarket one here at the side of us. We've passed one with the garages on that side, which I didn't price up. And I think there's a BP one. There's a BP one further up here that I think is the same price as well. And I've never known diesel and petrol to be the same price before. And it's quite bizarre. I'm just inching forward so I can actually see the red light, because this Morrison's van, all the supermarkets are available. When I say van, I mean lorry, has decided it's going to totally ignore the solid white line.
That one, that light there.
No, I couldn't. And just park where it wants, stop where it wants to with the red lights.
Same as that. Oh no.
Yeah, and the BP one, all the petrol stations are available. 113.9. So,
yeah. So it's, what was that? What
B.
was the S? What was the S?
what?
What was the S? The S place. 113.5.
113.7.
Or 7. So it's 2.
It's 0.2 pence dearer than the BP. But both near enough exactly the same. Both in 3 different places, they're the same price, and I've never known that. And
I remember when.
I find it quite bizarre.
I remember when leaded was on the thing as well. So it's leaded, unleaded, and diesel.
Well, I remember when there wasn't unleaded. So there. Clock the whack for that one.
Noobs. I've got a flash car, I need to go faster. Noobs.
So I'm going to get home now and get let out. And
Get wet.
get wet, yes. And then do this tea, and then
Are you doing any more things here?
yeah, I think I might finish Rat Shadow off, and then we can sit down and watch something.
Criminal.
Yeah, I think.
for some criminal minds. I hate the people who make that series. Really do hate them.
Ooh, I like that bike. I know
With
you
the-
don't like bikes, but it's purple. That one over there.
With the
Ooh, that looks like that.
the latest, the series has just finished now. We've gone through all that with Spencer, and
Don't tell me.
then the way it ended. Oh, horrible, horrible, horrible. If you've seen it already, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, you won't know, you won't have a clue.
What's your PMI?
But it is really, really a damn good series, but I hate when they leave things off to the cliffhanger.
Oh, there's that Audi that we're following the other day.
Well, there we go, a BP garage a bit further on, 118.9 for petrol and 119.9 for diesel. Not the same price, and yet still a lot dearer than the previous one that I went to.
We'll go
I
past.
can't understand.
We'll go past another supermarket, beginning with an A and ending in an A, in a minute, and there'll be a different price there. We won't go.
Yeah, I just can't understand how it's such
Small
a
town.
nearby area we can get so many
Small.
fluctuations in the petrol prices, and like I say, it's just we've just been saying it. We're finding it rather strange that petrol and diesel are the same prices. Oh, well,
Yeah.
we sound like two morning head gits, don't we? Oh, dear. That's
Just no cars now.
well, that was decided it's going to go, even though it shouldn't.
Oh my gosh.
The lights are on red, and the car in front of me has just decided to go.
Oh my gosh.
For whatever reason, I don't know why. But near enough got hit by another car coming out from the side street. Oh dear.
That is just wow. I don't know why they changed that marking there, that spot. They should have
Oh
left
dear,
it.
well, another light
Lights.
that's turned red. Oh well.
Got another question.
Oh, we've got questions galore today.
You know, we're finding all these little supermarkets for different areas, like if I go, like
I know, but I'm
there's
just waiting for a bit in case that other fella's coming the other way.
like Manila, little supermarket, there's Polish ones and stuff like that. Would you ever entertain going in one and seeing what it's like, the produce they're like?
Oh yeah, why not?
Okay, we've got Lidl and we've got what's up?
112.7 for both petrol and diesel there. This supermarket, so that's even cheaper than the others.
Yeah.
How is there such a big difference?
So it's cheaper than what you normally go to.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's an SUV just gone past and it's just sort of like flashed white lights from the top of the windscreen, right across the top of the windscreen and the main beam as well. How that can't be how that can't be
Distracting.
deemed not distracting, I don't know. Ah well, we are nearly home. My flats are just there. We just have to do a bit of a U-turn and then we're home. So we have Pizza Hut at the right hand side of us, the cinema.
Fair Square.
Yeah, which is basically a pub that does nice food.
Apparently that it's not this, that hotel has been passed, but the people that own the hotel chain have just not carried on with it.
Okay.
So it's just time, because apparently getting a I forgot what it's called now.
One
of these new Ramada things, is it? Is it Ramada? Great big grey slab of a hotel.
Oh.
Hate them. They look wrong.
Not the hotel, that other, but Nando's.
Nando's.
Apparently we're getting a Nando's as well. Did you see how long that took me?
And I couldn't tell because I didn't know what you were going on about. You were talking about the
That's
hotel.
going to be in the same complex. The hotel and the Nando's.
Didn't know that. Oh, awesome. We seem to have a car that's brought down.
That is not. Oh, it's had a bump.
I had a bump. Alright.
That's probably what he was flashing for, to warn us.
Yeah, quite probably. But it doesn't warn us anything, it's just a car goes going past flashing its lights.
Oh dear.
How bizarre. Oh well. The things that happen around here.
It's flashing, it's making little noises, but she's not put hazards on.
The hazards may not be working, that's the problem. If it's hit something electrical inside, it might have got the hazards on. There was a light flashing on the back, but not very strong. Oh look! The police are here.
Seriously?
Awesome. Yes, what happens when you're surrounded by druggies, alkies and idiots? I love living where I live.
Not. Come on, lottery, come on, universe, please, 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 look upon us.
Well, when I say love, I use the term quite wrongly.
So I could get you out of here.
Oh, dear. Right, so that's it from this video. Oh, I don't know what's happened now, but still, not to worry. That's it for this video. Just starting to get in now, edit it. Well, when I say edit it, join them together, get the titles. No, we don't get titles on these, do we?
No.
So it's just a case of join them together, get them uploaded, and then you can watch them. So I hope you enjoy it. Until next time.
As always, keep imagining, keep believing, and keep smiling.
As always, learn your own.
As always,
phrase.
smile, imagine, and believe.
And from me, as
Do
always.
you know, sometimes I do it on purpose.
Yes.
I do.
Of course you do.
I do.
From me, take care, God bless, and bye for now.